The only area where you can have impact on those numbers is in the blue boxes, in these 5 blue boxes. And that's the methodology how you grow a business. Come on, you know you can do better leads and get onto the radio, or maybe doing a certain type of free advertising, or getting in there talking at certain places, promotional, social media, attracting, upgrading your website. Can I give you another tip that a lot of people don't think of? Stop discounting every time. Hey, it's good to catch up with you again. Last time we had a good conversation, it's a couple of months ago. How's business going now?
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Trevor. Business is very stable at the moment, but I'm ready to take that next step.
Yeah, and help me again. What do you guys do again?
We've got a hairdressing salon. So I started the business probably 3 years ago. I have my cousin helping out and an assistant to do some of the little jobs around the hair salon. We've got a pretty stable base now of customers that's returning, but I feel like it's just not growing the way I want it to.
I remember the first time you mentioned something when we had a quick catch up. You mentioned you'd started something off as a hobby because you really liked hairdressing, and then this now turned into a bit of a business. That's, you could actually quit your full-time job, and now you're doing this, and you've got a premises. And
yes, it's very exciting. Initially it was just a hobby for me after I had my kids, but now it's going into a business and something that I can see that actually can support us as a family. So I'm keen to get your insight on how I can grow that.
Okay, and what have you done so far to see growth? Have you tried a couple of things? And
yeah, definitely. There's just so many different advice and forums and opinions, quite frankly, on the internet on how to grow a business. But it's all a bit confusing trying to put it in, and it sometimes feels like I'm getting the seesaw effect in my business. I'm trying to do some Google ads, and then it cost me more than it's worth coming in, and then I've tried a new product from a rep, and then that sells for a bit, but then I'm not really making money from the cuts. So it's just not a stable growth. There's just too many solutions, and I don't really know what fits my business.
So you've got a bit of a push-pull in your business, and you don't have a methodology. You're just trying everything.
Yes, basically that's it. I have no strategy or a step-by-step methodology. It's just bits and pieces that I've been picking up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to help you now that you are at this stage ready for growth. I'm going to show you a methodology, and it doesn't matter what type of business you have. If you've got a service-based business, just cutting hair, you mentioned you added some products to it. If you've got a product-based business, or if you've got a combination like you've got with a salon, a product-based and a service-based, I'm going to show you a simple strategy that if you follow it, it will see growth in your business. It's easy to follow it. I'm going to have to just stand at the whiteboard, and I'll quickly draw it for you. So take notes, and I want you to use your calculator as well on your phone, just to throw out some numbers. So when it becomes a bit technical, it doesn't have to be accurate, but just randomly in the ballpark figure of what's currently happening in your business.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
Okay, let me head over there, and I'll draw some of the numbers and the methodology.
Thanks, Trev.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a methodology, how this actually works. Now, the first thing is there's actually 5 areas that we're going to have a look at. The first area that we're going to look at is called leads. Leads is how many people, like in your area, that you have dropped flyers off of people that could potentially come to your hairdressing salon. How many people would you guess would probably be available, or could you potentially service?
They would look from the market research we've done in the area. There's probably around 30,000 people that fit our client profile. Out of them, I'd say at the moment maybe 1,000 is what we've got as leads that we're targeting.
1,000. So I'm going to write down here 1,000. It doesn't always have to be pinpoint accurate, because a lot of people won't be able to tell you this pinpoint accurate. Then what we're going to do with leads, we're going to times that by the conversion percentage. Okay, so the conversion percentage. How many of these people actually is coming? So if you have to track on a monthly basis or 2 monthly? How many times do people come and cut their hair?
They probably come and cut their hair maybe twice in every 8 weeks, so every 2 months.
So,
but I'd say we'd probably convert about 20% of the 1,000.
Okay, so very important part here is we're gonna do this calculation for every 2 months. If you were running a coffee shop, we could do this daily, we could do it weekly, fortnightly, monthly. Because with your hairdressing salon, it's every 2 months. So this will be the calculation for 2 months. So in 2 months, you are converting about 20%. Okay, so 20% of these people are coming to your hair salon. Now, here's a very important thing. This will give you, I'm going to draw this in red because I'll explain it a bit later. This gives you your number of customers. Okay, how many customers? So you do not have to give me the answer here because customers is a calculation. 1,000, 20% of 1,000 is how much?
That is 200.
200. Okay, this is an easy calculation. So you got roughly about 200 people coming in every 2 months to cut their hair.
Yes, sounds about right.
Okay, or they cut and, all right. So what we do now, we need to calculate times the number of times they come to your store, the number of transactions. Okay, so the number of transactions. So how many times do that person come to your salon?
They probably come twice, I'd say. We do a cut, and we could maybe do a blowout for a function. Yeah, maybe twice.
Maybe twice, so almost once a month. So they would come in for a cut once every 2 months, but during that 2 months, they also come in for a style or a blow dry or something for an event or a dinner or a party. Okay. And then what is the average dollar sale?
It'll probably be around $100. So color and cuts a bit more than that, but then just a wash and blowout's a bit less. So I'd say average $100.
So average $100 every time they come in.
Yeah.
Okay. And this will give you what is this? Turnover. Now I wish we could keep this money, but that's just money coming in. So how much would that be? So it's 200 times 2 is 400. 400 times 100 is?
It's about 40,000.
40,000. Okay, so that's about $40,000 that's coming in every 2 months into your business. Does this sound roughly in that ballpark figure?
Yes,
okay.
That's what the accountant
Now we're going to run out a bit of real estate here. I might ask Anna to drop the camera a little bit. I might go a little bit lower here. So now that you've got turnover, what we're going to do here is to multiply this with your profit margin. What does this mean? This means if you've paid all your staff, you paid all your products and your electricity and your marketing, how much profit margin do you think you would roughly have? What the accountants normally said?
Yeah, I would like to think it's a lot more, but the accountant said it's around the 20%.
20%
margin, yes.
Okay, 20% profit margin, and that in turn, after your profit margin, will give you your total net profit. Good, so your net profit probably in 2 months would be how much? What is 20% of 40,000? Is that?
That is $8,000.
$8,000. So after you've had a salary, you paid your staff, you had everything, you still are left with $8,000. Well, look, your business is in the black, so it's working good.
Yeah.
And maybe we're going to just back up the camera a bit so that we can get everything into shot again, so I can start again and show you how you're going to grow your business.
Thanks, Trevor.
All right, good. Now that we got the camera back and we got the shot, how do you grow a business? Now, if you ask any business owner, this is what they would normally tell you. Hey, we want to have more customers and we want to increase our turnover and we will ultimately want to have higher profits. You actually cannot have any one of these three. which means that you've got zero control of your business on these red boxes. The only area where you can have impact on those numbers is in the blue boxes, in these 5 blue boxes. And that's the methodology how you grow a business. So I'm going to show you a key thing here. What if we can increase your business in every one of these blue boxes, these 5 blue boxes, we increase it by 10%, just doing it a tiny bit better. Let's see what will happen in your business. So you've got 1,000 leads. You've only done flyers and dropping over in your area. What if we do something a bit different? I mean, what do you think we could do?
I think we can probably go online, maybe get a bigger region where we can advertise our products, or
maybe a radio advertising as well?
Yes, we could do some radio advertising, or we could just expand the area where we do the leaf droplets. We could even maybe tie up with similar businesses in the area, leave some of our pamphlets there at coffee shops, places where we know our target hangs out.
Nail salons?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Hey, this is very important that we brainstorm these ideas, and I would say keep brainstorming.
Okay.
How can you expand leads? Go and do a radio advertising. But my tip here would be is don't do everything, because then you don't know where your leads are coming from, and then you are paying so much money on certain of these paid advertising that you don't want to switch it off because you're not sure where these people are coming from. So my tip here would be is ask people, hey, how did you hear about us? So that you can see majority of people came from a certain paid advertising, from a billboard, from the nail salon, or wherever it might be. But 10% increase from 1,000 is how much?
That's 1,100.
Yes, 1,100. So it's not that hard. You can actually start doing it today. Then, if you've got 20% conversion rate and you go up, because it's a blue box, you want to go up 10%. That will go to 22%, right? Okay. But how do you increase a conversion rate?
I have no idea.
So conversion rate is how we ask people, where we talk to people, come into our store. Give you a couple of tips. If the store looks run down or it looks dark inside, people will drive past. It's just from display, so you can maybe spruik it up. Put a TV screen in there to show people's before and after, or just a marketing thing so that people drive by and say, I'm going to cut my hair in there. Could be staff are more friendlier. Could be your offering. Could be a way that you have almost like a coffee card system. If you do 5 haircuts, we'll give you the 6th one absolutely for free. So it increases the conversion rate. It's a way of how to explain to people what makes you guys so good in the area. Maybe it's putting up your qualifications, the different types of styles you can cut. It's not just a one-trick pony. We can do all sorts of cuts. That increases conversion rate. There's 1,005 ways to increase a conversion rate.
Okay.
Good. And I'll keep brainstorming with you on this as well. Now, I need your calculator here. So you've got now 1,100 customers, potentially. You convert 22% of those customers. How many customers do you have now coming through your doors?
242.
242 customers. That starts looking a bit better.
Yeah, 242 customers. That sounds a lot better.
Great. Now, the next thing what we need to do is the number of transactions. So they do 2 visits in 2 months. Okay. That means a visit a month. So 10% increase, because it's a blue box, going to go to 2.2 times. Now, this means they're doing effectively 1 visit a month.
Yes.
So in 10 months, they would have visited 10 times. This means they're going to visit 11 times in 10 months. How do we do that? Run a promotion, Mother's Day special, something that people would say, hey, I want to come one more time. Okay. So could be your email marketing, just staying in touch, social media, anything that can people say somewhere in 10 months, I'm going to do 1 more visit. If the average dollar is $100 that they spend, like you said, with a haircut, it might cost $200, and with a blow dry, maybe $50. So the average then would be somewhere there, or whatever it would be. But your average dollar works out at $100.
Yes.
Whatever that might be for the customer. Now, what happens here is, because it's a blue box, it needs to go up 10%. So this will go to what, $110. How can you do that? What ideas do you have?
To increase the sale value, we could definitely, maybe when we wash their hair with a certain type of shampoo, we can recommend them buying some of that shampoo.
Yes.
We could maybe give them some free samples and then have them buy after they've tried a sample. Even if we blow dry with a specific hairbrush, we could recommend that they use that hairbrush for their type of curl
And
in
then
their
sell
hair,
it to them?
and then sell that to them as well.
Extra highlights.
Yes, we can put 1 or 2 more extra highlights into their hair as well.
Or you can increase your prices.
Yes.
Can I give you another tip that a lot of people don't think of? Stop discounting every time. I know you are a nice person. You're the one that's always going people, oh, that's okay, just make it even $50 or $150. You throw away sometimes $10 or $15. Isn't that true?
Yeah, that's true. That happens. When a friend of a friend comes in, you kind of feel obligated to give them a mates rate or better price.
Yeah. Try to minimize that a lot so that you don't always give discounts. Rather explain to them the value of the shampoo or the quality of the hairbrush. So that you don't say, hey, this hairbrush is $30, but I'll give it to you for $25. Try not to do that. Try to sell it at $30. Then your turnover would now be what? Okay, so I want your calculator here. 242 times 2.2 times 110 is going to give you?
That is $58,564.
$564. That starts looking good. So you're doing 40,000. This one is 58,000. That starts looking good. Your net profit margin means it's 20%. So 80% of your expenses are going somewhere in electricity, your shop rent, your staff, so many your different types of shampoos that you're buying, replacing scissors, anything. What do you think? So, because it's a blue box, we need to increase it by 10%. This needs to improve 22%. So, how can you improve your profit margin so that you don't have that much outgoings all the time, or optimizing it? What could you do?
I think from a product perspective, I could probably negotiate with some of the suppliers, maybe have a look when they have a sale on and bulk buy.
Yes.
So I buy the products for cheaper or for less than what I would normally do. I can probably, our lease is coming up, I can probably renegotiate our lease.
Yeah, for a longer term instead of from every 6 months.
Now that we know that we're going to grow the business, we want,
Yes.
we want to stay longer, so I can negotiate that.
Can I give you another 2 tips?
Yeah.
Because you start pushing volume through your business, it automatically is going to add to the more of your profit margin. It starts increasing automatically, but don't become complacent. Also, can I give you another one? Stop discounting every time, throwing away your money. You're losing profit margin and your share, which is what they call your GP, your gross profit margin. So we want to keep it high. Like you're saying, try to buy in bulk, get it better, not discounting, really negotiate leases, switch off the electricity because your lights are burning probably throughout the night. Switch it off. Doing certain small little things, it's all going to add up. So this starts looking good. So just don't throw away things because every bit counts and it all will add up. Now, I'm probably going to have to get the camera to drop a bit because this whiteboard is quite high. So let's go down here to the profit margin. So what is the net profit margin? Give me a calculation here. So you've got $58,564 with a 22% profit margin. How much would that be?
58,564 times 22%. That's $12,884.
$12,884. That's an additional, what is that? $4,884.
Yeah, so if I work that out as a percentage, it's around the 62% increase.
How is this possible that you can get 62% increase by just increasing 10% on the blue boxes? You see, the main thing is, if we just back up the camera again here, the main thing is, even if you run a business, the main thing is, this is compound, which means if we just pull these 5 levers, and it doesn't matter what type of business do you have, if it's a service-based business, a product-based business, or a combination like yours, your business will grow. And this is just scratching the surface. I mean, if you know, come on, you know you can do better leads and get onto the radio, or maybe doing a certain type of free advertising, or getting in there talking at certain places, promotional, social media, attracting, upgrading your website. Imagine if this goes to just fiddling around with the numbers. If we go here 1,400, instead of just 22% conversion, we can do something like a 28% conversion. The numbers will quickly rally up in the positive direction. So this is the way you grow your business. Pull the 5 levers, become sniper focused. I won't say forget about the red boxes, but don't focus so much attention on the red boxes the whole time, because if you get the blue boxes right, the red boxes will take care of itself.
Makes sense.
I hope this is going to help you in your business to be able to grow your hairdressing business, and maybe we'll catch up in 6 months or a year from now when things are really started ramping up and we're seeing things happening, and I'd love to hear your progress.
Thanks, Trevor. That's really insightful. I can see why so many businesses rave about you helping them out and growing their businesses with an actual strategy and a methodology that I can follow now. I feel so much more confident. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for coming along. Hey, if you run a business and you want to either virtually contact us to be able to help you in your business, we do these consultation sessions also in person and also virtually, where we can show you multiple strategies. How do you grow a business? Even if your business is a small, medium-sized business, or if you say, look, Trevor, we're turning over $20 million, we want to go to 28 million or $35 million. I've worked with large corporations and international companies globally, and I would love to help you. If you've got any expression of interest, head to our website at trevorambrose.com and see all the ways how I can help you. I would love to jump on a quick Zoom call with you to have a quick 10 or 15 minute conversation to see if I would be the right fit for your business.